On your side, it's we'll see how it records. Who cares? As long as people can hear you, I'm happy.
Okay.
um, and I have no idea what I was saying now. I'm like, oh, okay. This is what was really interesting is that you got the experiment before I actually ran it as a group, and the group didn't have like the pre-preparation that you did. Right?
Right.
We'd gone through the hibernation retreat, and in that we had like really addressed like deep-seated blame, shame, guilt, all these taboo things. And so that wound up coming up too. And so in the new version in September, the first 2 weeks are like putting the victim to rest, where I will do that because I didn't do that the first time, and then it was like we kind of had to do it fly by the seat of your pants, like as we go, and that was fun, but but it felt like if we addressed the things that like you already had when we first talked about the experiment, it seems like it just is so much smoother. It's like it's lubed. Whereas before it can feel really like sticky, you know, like a bike chain that's catching.
Yeah. I can hear that.
So let's just start. Ask you questions, and we just talk. This isn't about like saying anything perfectly or whatever. It's really I just want your honest experience, really. And my question for you, the first one would be like, what, if any, objections or resistance did you have to the experiment in the beginning? Like to actually implementing it?
I think at first I thought it was just like a little bit of wishful thinking. I didn't really understand how doing the experiment could really actually help transform my life, because at that time I had really tried a lot. I'd really done a lot of stuff, but it felt so outside of me still. Like it wasn't an embodied experience. And, you know, the Abraham Hicks stuff and the manifesting stuff, like I've been up and down, listened to all the YouTube videos and like done all of the stuff and all of the steps, but still it felt kind of like elusive to having that life that I really want. And so much has changed for me because of that. You know, like because I was just willing to give it a shot, even though I needed to suspend disbelief. I just needed to have a moment of just trying it and just experimenting with it. You know, the title you've given it is so perfect because you do just need to experiment.
Curiosity. Vital.
Yeah. Yes, it's super vital. And the way that I just started playing with it was like I didn't really know if it was going to make a difference to anything. Perfect. But I would just apply it to different things. Like I've applied it to health issues. I've applied it to relationship issues. I've applied it to just my everyday life. Grocery shopping is so much fun now because it wasn't before. Like it was like stressful and painful, and my husband and I would get into arguments, and like now I've taught him about the experiment, so now we do it together, and now we're doing it like during the day, all throughout the day together. It's really awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, we can stop now. You hit like all the points. Is like the experiment isn't about proving something to yourself. It's about getting really curious. It's about the what if of infinite, like what is possible, and
what is possible.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to fix something. I'm not trying to prove something to myself. It's like, maybe let's try that. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, because when you're in that open-minded space, you are able to be surprised, and you're not attached to outcomes, and you're not attached to anything. Everything is just fluid and flexible, and you're able to just see.
Yeah, and play. I think that was really important. Play. And this seems to be one thing that people keep saying. It's like, I'm way funner to be around.
Yeah, me too. Like, I didn't realize how much of a stick in the mud I was before until I started like getting this breath of fresh air back to my lungs, you know? Like, wow, I feel so much better.
It's freedom, really. Yeah, totally. What would you say to somebody who is looking for an instant fix?
It can be provided, but I think that that's still an attachment to an outcome.
Exactly.
It can be really freaking instant, like this experiment, but if you go into it expecting the instant fix and then you don't get it, you're going to be disappointed. So, like, it's just something to play with. Like, it's a toy, you know, and it's a toy that can change your life, but it's a toy and it's going to still happen in its own time and as you're ready. Like, I was ready. I was ready for something different. I was done with the crazy, like, round and round and round and round that I was going on in my, you know, and you and I have been walking this journey together for quite some years now. Like, I've known you on the online space, and, you know, we've both been seekers in our own right. So, you know, as you brought this to my attention, I really was hungry for it.
Have you noticed something, like, from, like, when you started to now? Like, what is it, like, the practice of it?
I have so much more trust now in the process. Like, I know that if I just do it and, like, just, even if I'm even starting to get into a bit of a funk or something and then I just do it, like, it pulls me right back out. And I can really rely on it. Like, you know, I use kind of like the Christian definition of, like, the term God, but I feel like it has really given me a deeper experience of God and of my infinite holding and just, like, how held I really am and how much power I have to influence my reality at any given point. And I don't feel out of control anymore. I was feeling very out of control in my life before, like, stuff was happening to me, but now I feel like I actually have the magic wand to, like, influence and change stuff, but in a very lighthearted way and not in a stressful, like, hustle, gotta change my life kind of way, you know, buckle down and change my life.
And fix it. Yeah.
And fix it. I'm determined to fix it. No, it's not about that.
And how long would you say, I know this is a strange word, how long would you say it took before you trusted the process?
Oh, it's really been only in the past month. I've been doing this for, like, 5 months.
Exactly. So good. Thank you. I want honest.
That was a really dense, tough cookie. I was having instances where it would happen, but I was still getting surprised by it. Like, whoa, I can't believe that works. Like
that still happens to me. Like, I just did it with hay fever, and I was like, why did I not think of this before?
Right, exactly. I sometimes am still having that moment where I'm just like,
I don't think that is ever going to, I hope it doesn't, because I love that aspect of it, that aspect of, like, I don't know what's going to happen, and let's try, and let's see. But it's like, the trusting that it's there if I need it, if I want it, if I want to play, if I want to tap into it, that it's there. That it's like, I imagine,
fall back on.
Exactly. It's like riding a bike. You learn to ride a bike. At first it sucks ass and you fall on your face and you're scared and you mess up and you get back up and you keep riding the bike. But once you have the right bike riding skills, nobody can take it away from you, not even yourself.
No, exactly, because you can't forget what you know.
Exactly. And that's what I love about the experience. It's like, and it becomes, for me, what I noticed too is in the recalibration process, it's like you create new pathways in your brain or in your experience, and there's certain things I can't experience anymore because I've calibrated out of them.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Cool.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Yeah.
Super awesome. Like, I'm totally like, yes, this is totally how it is.
So cool. I really thought, like, for me, what would you tell someone thinking about participating in the experiment? As far as, like, investment, time, attention, practice.
Do it. It's gonna fucking change your life. Like, it really will change your life. Paul and I, just ever since we did it, like, financially, we have been so much more stable and secure. Like, we just bought, like, a $20 cheesecake today. Like,
my favorite!
That was something that we didn't do before because we were so contracted about everything in our lives, our expression, our money, our love, like, all of that. And it's just created this abundance of resources. Like, our fridge is full of food. There's cheesecake and there's, like, everything, and we've been going out and, like, expanding our brains for different business abilities, and, you know, there's just, like, so much more unlimited potential. So, like, whatever investment this is really nominal compared to the experience of abundance that you can actually have access to. And it's not some, like, fairy, like, pie in the sky thing. It's just something, if you're continuing to remain open and curious, like you definitely have the possibility to tap into even more than you currently are perceiving as possible.